or Shimo Shamu
Sham.
are.
All right. Let's save. These are our best bits. Let's save it for the. Let's get rolling here. Okay. We're at 16.
I've got 17.
17 since we started. 16. Well, about 17 once I started recording.
Whatever you say.
I show 455.
Well, you were super late because you had to freshen up for this non-visual podcast.
What did freshen up consist of?
Well, unlike your kids, I don't wear a diaper, so I actually had to use the bathroom. I
Well,
can't
maybe
just hold
you
it.
should start wearing a diaper.
Yeah,
I mean, I thought, as a goof by myself, I thought about like just getting an adult diaper and just seeing what that's like.
Yeah, it's called a Gatorade bottle.
It's that time again. Time for the all-new Culture Cast, which begins right now. Welcome back, everyone, to the all-new Culture Cast. I'm your host, Nick, and with me tonight I got Gorehound and Cousin Charles.
A three-way.
Reporting live from the graveyard.
The world's greatest throuple right here. And tonight we are talking about Kevin Costner's greatest movie that he's come out with. What was it called again? An American Epic? I don't even know the title.
Yellowstone season 17.
I totally botched the bit I was doing. I don't remember. He had some movie that just came out.
It was like Horizon.
Horizon, that was it.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
Horizon Zero Dawn.
That would be. Have him be the girl. Kevin Costner dressed as the girl from those video games. I'd watch that.
No, we're not doing that. We're doing the long-awaited follow-up Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire.
Right.
The G-Man gets top billing, baby.
Yeah, they just kept the name from the last one. They're just like add on to it.
Well, the last one was Godzilla versus Kong. This is Godzilla X Kong.
Yeah.
Because X gonna give it to you.
The next one would be Godzilla Heart Kong.
Oh my God.
No, it'd be Godzilla. It'd be Godzilla slash Kong because it's slash. Isn't that the term slash fiction? You believe that a giant lizard?
I am loving this romance that's about to go down.
There'll be some going down. Romance. Kaiju romance. Hey, do we know if Godzilla is a boy or a girl? We don't know. We don't know what their
He's
gender
a god.
is.
Technically, I think the only Godzilla that's ever been confirmed to have a gender was the TriStar Godzilla.
Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Yeah, and I even think that one was like a weird hermaphrodite because they said he was male, but then he was also pregnant because that's how that Godzilla laid all the eggs.
Well, life finds
and they
a
were
way.
Just like, let's just proceed. Don't think about it. Just let's keep going.
Also, we can't think about that because I mean, someone would bring up like, look at the size of Kong's balls. Holy shit, he's swinging that thing around.
Yeah, we don't see any genitalia on Kong, do we?
No,
I don't think. Not that I'm looking for it, but like that, you got me thinking.
He's got a mad tail whip. I know that.
Well, I'm gonna go nerdy. I know gorillas, despite some giga chads on the internet going like gorillas to alpha bro because big muscles. Short stack down there, like Fenton's horse ranch.
Godzilla's shooting up more steroids than The Rock.
No, Kong is, man. Kong's like that. Is like that divorced dad who's like in his 50s, who's getting like super jacked to like just all he does is go to work.
That big, like he's fine. He's just a big monkey.
He's bigger than all the other monkeys.
Yeah, but like he's smart, and that's what makes him better than the other monkeys. He's not that great.
Well, why are they called great apes then?
Because they're in response to the lesser apes. the lesser apes, in comparison to the lesser apes and their new world.
The new empire.
I see where you're going with that one.
Shouldn't this movie been like the old empire, because like the Scar King, he's been around for like billions of years.
He wanted to make a new empire. He wanted to create a new one.
I think that's the first question that the movie doesn't answer. When did this happen? Because, like, since Kong Skull Island.
Wait. We're not too far in. Man Crush of the Week. Come on.
Oh man. Yeah.
You're like never on this thing, so I always forget about that. So
no, you don't. It was on your mind. You just didn't want to break the thought.
No, I love like,
content.
Dude, I love Man Crush of the Week.
Right.
I love Man Crush of the Week. Okay, Gorehound, do your Man Crush of the Week.
Man Crush.
This man has stolen my heart. Mr. Joe Bob Briggs off of AMC Plus. Joe Bob Briggs' last movie, Drive-In. He's been around for a while, but I just got around to catching something of his, and he is brilliant. Cuz, are you familiar?
I only know of who this is because I think Cinemaster and James Rolfe talked about him.
Yeah.
But I have never actually watched any of his stuff. But everything that I think there's like a Cinemaster like video that he put out like years ago.
Yeah.
Or it was Cinemaster at the time, but his YouTube channel these days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that James Rolfe wrote.
Was there controversy?
Yeah. Oh my God! Yeah, there's huge controversy. We'll pin James Rolfe and all that.
I don't care. His videos are good, and that's all I care about.
I mean, like I said, back in the day. But anywho, I know that Joe Bob Briggs, he was basically doing whatever he was basically like a react channel almost for you younger people out there, because he would like commentary on movies or commentate. I don't know if I'm using the words right.
He's not a comment. Okay. Well, I think you've answered my question with your familiarity.
He was the male Elvira, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But I think that he really elevates the show above what Elvira did, because he's put in a lot of segments between the movies. Whereas Elvira really had a lot of quips, but Joe Bob, and he brings in a bunch of people, and he sometimes has the mail girl, Darcy the mail girl, which I'm not quite sold on. She's like a sub-host. I agree with some of it, but like I think she's just there for eye candy. But check it out, Joe Bob Briggs off of Shudder.
Yes. Finally, 2 more streaming services that I can add to my collection of streaming services I need to pay for.
Hey, this guy is worth it. His content is gold.
Quick side note. The streaming age promised like you could have a magical digital library of every movie that's ever made.
Yeah, and Redbox just shut down.
Yeah.
It did?
Yeah, they're closing their last locations.
Oh, that's really man. End of a fucking era. But like
end of 2 eras.
Yeah. I guess is Redbox, with the death of Redbox, is that the death of the video store?
Hey, I still have my Blockbuster card. It's gotta be good for something.
I think there's one Blockbuster in like Washington, isn't there?
Supposedly.
I thought it was Alaska.
I wouldn't be somewhere in the far west.
Yes.
If you like this podcast, we'll take a road trip out there. But yeah, just again, 12 more streaming services I got to add for 50 more shows that I may or may not get around to eventually.
I am fine with it because it's pick and choose whatever you want. When it's only between like $5 and $12 a month, and the discounts for yearly signups isn't that significant, it's fine to pick and choose services by month.
Nick, did Kyle's check come in from Shudder and AMC?
We're trying to break down a deal with them. We gotta keep going.
Okay. I haven't gotten my check yet, so I'm not saying shit until it clears the bank.
Yeah.
All right, but let's get our Blue Chew on.
So let's see, Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, the sequel to the latest, sequel to Godzilla versus Kong, the latest in the MonsterVerse.
I think you should just consider it the latest entry in the series.
Yeah.
It's the fifth film.
And I've only seen 3 of the films.
Which
Kong
ones?
Skull Island, Godzilla X Kong, and then this one. I didn't watch the first 2 Godzilla movies.
Are you joking?
No, I just like quality.
Okay. I'm not sure if you are joking, but the first Godzilla was fantastic with the Mufos, was it? Mutos. That was so good. You didn't like it?
Gorehound, I distinctly remember the summer of 2014. A man who a single man in Columbia, Missouri. I didn't have much going on. Occasionally I was invited to parties, but more often than not, my summers were spent going to the movies. I went to see Godzilla 2014. I remember not hating it, but I wasn't as engaged as I should have been, mainly because they couldn't decide what human story they wanted to tell.
Yeah, there's a lot
They stopped and started 5 different human stories with fucking dead-eyed Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yes, but he's so dreamy. As an army guy and saving your life, and you're like, he's gonna be Quicksilver.
That's true. Because next year was going to be Avengers: Age of Ultron. Joss Whedon wasn't canceled yet.
With Elizabeth Olsen,
yeah,
it was like, oh, I'm so ready for this.
All the Marvel Ultimate Universe fans were excited because
so it just got us in. It was just swept up with the Avengers universe, and it was so good.
Well, here's what I would say. This is reflecting back. How many years was that? 10 years? Shit, that was 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
So what was after 2014?
What?
Then it was
King of the Monsters?
Skull Island came after that.
Yeah.
And then it was King of the Monsters.
Intense.
I like Skull Island.
Brie Larson and
Sam
Loki.
Jackson.
Man,
that was another Marvel team up. There was Sam Jackson was in that one.
Right.
Loki. Tom Hiddleston and Brie Larson.
Okay.
Brie Larson still is dead-eyed and emotionless as possible.
Just like me.
I will say so. Oh, anyhow, I like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I think he's a good actor. I loved him in Bullet Train. But yeah, this movie.
I like Kick-Ass. Remember Kick-Ass, everyone?
Mm-hmm. And we're gonna be seeing a lot more of him in the new Bond.
Yeah, he might be James Bond. That's the rumor.
He's got it.
Hey, you know what? Let's not discount the upcoming Kraven the Hunter movie, which is clearly going to clear $1 billion easily.
It's going to be 2 more billions.
Sony is just having so much fun with flop after flop, and the only thing that they have to them is it's Morbid time, which is not going anywhere.
We need to watch Madam Web. That's on Netflix.
And it's so available to us right now. As soon as we hang up, we could go watch it right now. But nobody wants us to. I will watch
Morbius 5 more times. I will not sit through Madam Web. I will say this: Morbius is a fucking delight, start to finish. Madam Web was just. I think
so you watched
Johnson. I have watched it. Yeah.
Okay.
I did not.
This is too much of a tangent. Too much of a tangent. We don't.
Okay.
Future episode.
Future episode, people. Future episode. This is how we do it. You see how the sausage is stuffed into the casing. All right. No other podcast does that. Anyhow, 14. Very disappointed. Loved at the end where Godzilla ripped open the Muto's mouth.
Oh my
blew it up.
god,
It's great.
that was sick.
I've not seen the other MonsterVerse movies in theaters. I kind of wish I had because I'll be honest, I was a little drunk, but I did watch King of the Monsters and I thought it was fucking great. I love King Ghidorah. After we watched The New Empire, I was still on a monster binge. So I put on the original Destroy All Monsters, which is like, I will say this in terms of script quality, between 1970 and 2024, about the same in terms of the type of stories they're telling. About the exact same. But Destroy All Monsters has all the monsters kicking the shit out of King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
So I always felt like Ghidorah was like, they try to build him up and like, hey, he always gets the shit kicked out of him. King of the Monsters
But he keeps coming back.
No, King Ghidorah was a legit battle that was a really good ending.
Yeah, no. King Ghidorah was great in King of the Monsters. I fucking love. That's probably like one of the best interpretations of that character, and I really, that movie was amazing from start to finish. And they wrote the human characters to just be entertaining enough, where I wasn't annoyed by them.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to come into play when we get into the New Empire.
To say the least.
Yeah, I liked Friday Night Lights guy was in it. There's the one guy that was in The Handmaid's Tale. It was a professor. He was good. Ice Cube's son was in it. God, King of the Monsters is so fucking good. Let's just watch that movie again.
Really, I've never seen him. I've never been big into the Godzilla movies, and I've really tried giving it a go.
So like, you really don't even watch like the originals.
I've tried watching the originals. Like I tried watching the very first one. I could not get through it
because that's like comfort food for me.
And these are movies that I feel like I should like.
Right. That if you're not enjoying them, don't push it because it's just not your style.
Yeah. I about a year or so ago, Sanguli had on Destroy All Monsters. I'm like, oh, this would be cool. This has all of them in it. And I'm like falling asleep during it. And like, I just could not get into it. I do want to see Godzilla -0. Or is it -1?
-1.
-1. I do want to see that one because that one, people are like raving about it. And it might be modern enough where I could maybe get into it a little bit more. I don't know why I can't get into those older Godzilla movies.
Yeah, one part of that universe that I'm really looking forward to is
crossover between this one.
Gamera, bringing Gamera into the universe, and I really hope that's kind of like my apex of like next apex for Godzilla is seeing Gamera as like a co-hero of the planet.
As amazing as that would sound, because I actually do own the somewhere in the collection I have the Gamera box set.
Yeah.
That ain't going to happen. Toho, and I don't know the studio that owns Gamera. They oil and water, man. They're never.
But as we see in this new one, like they're just giving us straight up what we want to see, like just nonstop action.
I wouldn't go nonstop.
Are you talking about MonsterVerse or Godzilla -1 universe?
Oh, -1 universe is a completely separate story.
Right. I didn't know which one you want Gamera in.
Oh, that's what I want to see in the movies today. Whether it's that direction or the what's it? How are we referring to the universes right now?
It's the MonsterVerse.
They
MonsterVerse and Toho.
The one with Kong and all that is MonsterVerse, yeah.
And somewhere, some executive at Universal must have been like, son of a bitch, they already copyrighted it. That's why they had. That's why they had to call it the Dark Universe, because they're like, okay,
Yeah.
we'll call it the Monsterverse. That one's taken, sir. Fuck.
Yeah. There.
Which is a weird why they're calling this one Monsterverse. Like, it
What else do
doesn't.
you call it?
I don't know, Kaiju verse or I don't know.
That's still
I don't know.
It's pretty
People
universal.
know monsters. People,
The
Joe
Monarch
Bob.
verse.
What?
The Monarch verse. I don't know because all the Monarch organization.
That's fair.
Yeah, I guess you could do that, but I think for again, this is what film criticism come down to. You got to know the business of Hollywood. It's like people know what monster. People know what a monster is. People don't know what a monarch is. Like what the
That's
film from the Venture Brothers.
No, I think Monarch is becoming pretty well accepted. Kind of like how Hydra is accepted in Avengers. It's just like it's becoming more universal.
Yeah. No,
Hydra.
but
Who cares about Hydra?
God, what was the going back to the Dark Universe? Didn't the Tom Cruise Mummy movie try making their own version of like a shield or like a monarch? It's just like, guys, we're really feeling the copy and paste here.
Yeah, because we're even skipping over the Apple TV series with the Kurtz, Kurt Russell and little Kurt Russell.
Yeah, Kurt Russell Jr.
You're right.
Wyatt.
Whatever his name is, little Kurt Russell.
Nepo baby.
Ego and U.S. Agent.
Oh, that's true.
Everyone's in the Marvel movies.
No, because I've been trying to think, like, was there even presence of a monster in that series, or was it just like all talking? I don't know.
I've not watched it. The promos had Godzilla show up in it.
Right. So, like, who are they targeting with that series? Because it's certainly not people who want to see Godzilla.
It's more like, well, Apple's going, what do we have the rights to? Well, not much, so we got to come up with originals. We got the rights to this, which is weird that, again, this is like distributed by Warner Brothers. Well, again, it goes to the whole like David Zaslav just like dissolving the vaults. He's basically just like just spreading his tentacles into every other streaming service.
Yeah.
And like defunding his own, which I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Part of me is like, oh, it's great. I technically don't have to pay for Max, but how the hell else am I supposed to watch Ghost Adventures? I'm not getting that.
Yeah.
I will. You'll have to pry Ghost Adventures from my cold dead hands.
Oh man, I feel like I'm like in rehab for Ghost Adventures because I just went too deep with it, and I was just like, I want to watch it so bad, and I just feel so guilty when I do watch it.
I mean, that's you talked about how the Godzilla's your comfort food. Ghost Adventures, like, you guys need something from the background. Yeah. That's my comfort food.
Yeah.
I've been to the Haunted Museum.
Oh,
it's great. It's the I don't know if I'll ever go back to the Haunted Museum because it's like for two people it's like $100.
Okay.
But it is a wonderful experience. You get Zach Bagans is the greatest huckster since P.T. Barnum. I'll say that.
Yes.
There's even a little circus in there. There was a guy who did like the nail thing where he sticks up his nose.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, he wasn't an attraction. He just did it.
Yeah. Oh, did you get like a shirt or a tote bag or something while you were there?
I did not. I should have. I still had the ticket stub because it's like,
okay.
It was a pretty nice brand ticket. Like, it's like on a good card stock.
I could see him doing that.
But no, I did not get any merchandise.
Okay.
But anyhow, going back to Hucksters, the Monsterverse.
We'll eventually get to Godzilla X Kong.
The new Empire.
Now, a few years ago,
Gorehound... Put some respect on the name, Nick. Put some respect on the name. They put what is it, apostrophe? What's it when they got the two little dots up and down?
Colon?
Yeah, they put the colon on there for a reason, man. You gotta say the whole thing. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
Now, a few years ago, Gorehound and I, we did a podcast on Godzilla versus Kong.
Yeah.
And I think, if I remember, we both kind of liked it. We both like.
Oh yeah, I got
And
real emotional during that time.
I have been and always will be Team Kong.
No,
And
you aren't. You're just trying
yes,
to be
I
a
am.
dick.
What? No.
Are you honestly
Godzilla's
Team
the dick.
Kong?
Godzilla. Yeah, of course I'm Team Kong.
Okay. Captain America is your favorite, yeah, so kind of fits.
Team Kong, man, all the way. Like Godzilla's just like an asshole. He's like the guy that's like,
He's the
yeah,
protector.
Yeah.
I'll help you. His personality is like, I'll help you out, but like I'm going to be an asshole about it.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care
That's it.
about
He doesn't
you.
give a
He cares
shit.
about balance for the earth.
Godzilla is the last true hater. He would win the player haters ball. Man doesn't have to. If a man shows up on the surface at all, he's fucking there, ready to hate.
I will say this movie very much was a more of a Kong focused film.
Yeah.
Like Godzilla was more like the sidekick in this one.
Yeah.
I feel the last one it was a little bit more balanced if memory serves.
I did originally find that to be true, but in my rewatch, I did realize, like, yeah, the story is very Kong-centric, but we are seeing a good amount of Godzilla. That is true, but it's not as significant as I had thought.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember in Godzilla versus Kong. I don't think Godzilla really had much of an arc or a story. I think it was pretty Kong centric, and then you had Millie Bobby Brown doing her thing.
Yeah.
With the Brian, what is his name? Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah.
Again,
I was talking about the new movie was more Kong centric. I thought the last one was more balanced.
Okay.
I could be. I mean, I don't know. Kong, you could do more with Kong in terms of like character, because Godzilla is very much one-dimensional in the sense that I'm here just to kill all the monsters I don't like.
Right. He is nothing but one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
He just goes straight for what he needs to do. Yeah, he may take like a deviation, but like you know where he's going.
Like you could do more emotion with Kong. Like you get like more facial things, and like this movie, this one here really honed into that. Like I loved, like I think I texted you guys when I was watching it, like the first 20 minutes. I'm like, this thing's fucking amazing. When like Kong's just walking around Hollow Earth, and it's like fighting those monsters, and he rips one open, and just the guts spill on him, and his look is like, oh fuck, not this shit again.
Yeah, it was a bit too silly for me. Oh,
I loved it. Sillier the better.
No, like it was only like 5 or 10% too much. So like it hit really well.
I did want to get your thoughts on that intro scene with Kong. Do you think at one point it was supposed to be red guts that were spilling over him, and then somebody said, we can't have it red. This is not an R-rated project. Make it green.
I can guarantee you they had that conversation somewhere along the lines.
Yeah. It did look pretty. It did cheese it down a bit.
I only say that because on those like weird wolf thingies, you can see on their faces they've got cuts and they're clearly red, and then of course their insides are green. I'm like, somebody said you can't have Kong drenched in blood. Oh
that
my
would
god!
Be so
we have to have small children watch this.
But as for a start to the whole movie, it was really well placed because we saw immediately both of our heroes going into action. And so that really set the tone for like, yeah, Kong gets a power glove in this one, so you know what you're getting yourself into.
We got 2 new toys for y'all. Like, there's nothing wrong. I should say there's nothing wrong. I mean, I would say my generation was probably one of the last generations where they made movies strictly for the toys.
Yeah.
Like, you guys, again, when you grow up, I mean, hell, how many episodes of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were there just to make a new variation of the same action figure?
That was like, well, that's the thing with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon. That show was on for 10 years, and like none of the toys appeared in the cartoon. It was very like looked very different. Same thing with He-Man. People say, "Oh, that was just a toy commercial." Yeah, it was a very bad toy commercial, but because like the cartoon designs look nothing like the toys, and the characters that appear in the show or in the toys, half of them didn't even show up in the cartoon, but they were like hand in hand. Like, I want to play the toys, I want to watch the cartoon. Let's get them together.
What's weird now is like I do feel like with a lot of like sci-fi entertainment stuff like that, like you don't really see too many. Like there's been a ton of great shows that have been released that don't have like an action figure. You know what I mean?
Unless
Like-
you're like a Marvel property, and then
Yeah, or Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
It is actually related, but Super Kitties doesn't really have any merchandise for it. And my daughter watches it a lot, and there is nothing for it.
or if there is,
first
it's like
world
very
problems.
little.
So what we're saying, Hollywood, is we want to buy your crap now.
Yes.
Did they release a Kong Power Glove? I know there was a.
I know they released action figures with Kong with a glove, but I don't know if they released just the glove by itself.
I don't track toys, so.
Actually, sorry, some just came back to my brain. There is something related to this movie, merchandising-wise, that was not a toy, but I did know stirred up a little controversy. So I am not.
I just remember the pink stripe or the pink spikes were like, we have the pink Kong now.
Pink Godzilla.
Yeah.
Call yourself a fan.
I have an update. They did release a Kong glove.
Nice. Okay.
Although I don't know how much of this is a toy versus just a costume thing.
Yeah.
I'm going to send the link to the chat.
The one minor controversy I do know, merchandising that was related to the merchandising of this movie. So I am not much of a gamer, but a lot of the channels a lot of channels on YouTube that I am are gaming related because I'm like I still want to stay up to date. Apparently, in Call of Duty Mobile or Warzone, whatever it is, not mobile,
The latest COD.
Yeah. So they sold 4 cosmetic packages that were about $20 a piece. There was like one that was an operator based on Godzilla, one based on Shimu, Kong, and then Scar King. And if you spent, that's important, $20 for each cosmetic package. You spend $80 for all 4 of these, then you'd get the Kong Power Glove as a melee weapon. And I know a lot of people were pissed off about that because it is like $80 for just one Power Glove instead of just like I don't know, $5.99 or I don't know what is reasonable because gaming companies are quite greedy, and that's my hot take. But yeah, that was my only little thing related to merchandise that I knew if that was a small controversy around this movie, which, for the record, came out this year. I still think that's nuts that movies that, like, people are wondering, why are movies dying? Why are movies dying? Because you're not giving it, like, 9 months after it comes out, after it leaves theaters for home release. It's like, why wait? This came out March 29th, April 29th, May 29th, June 29th, and, like, 3 months later, I can watch it from the comfort of my own home.
Yeah. I saw this in theaters, and it was epic.
I would have loved to just walked in the last 30 minutes because I appreciate that they gave a lot of time for Kong just being Kong, without any human stuff. Like he's on his own little journey with Mini Kong. That's great. They at least know that people don't give a shit about the humans, but that they at least know to put significant stuff related to the big monkey.
Yeah. The trying to irk me. You guys still there?
Yeah, still here.
I'm here.
The lead actress really started to irk me. I don't know if it was just her acting, or what, but she was just like I felt like the script was really dropping the ball on her. Tyrese, I thought was the only and
Dan Stevens.
Scalper?
Trapper. Dan Stevens. That's the name you're looking for.
I did like him a lot more on the rewatch.
He's a great actor. Dan Stevens is a great actor. He's like always pops up in stuff. He's always like, if I see him in movies, he's become part of that list of character actors where I'm like, I'm always going to get a good performance out of him.
Yeah.
Can I say, going back to the Rebecca Hall's character, like wacky team that she puts together to go search for this. Like the Kong dentist, which that scene was amazing. Which just goes up like, gets his dental appointment done. And
the soundtrack was really good too. Like the playing like a classic rock song over a lot of these montages is, I think, risky because more often than not, I just find it lame and kind of tacky. Same with like 90s grunge songs done acoustically by like a young actress. It's pretty repetitive at this point.
But like what happened to the guy that helped him in the last movie? I don't think he'd want to go, but
there's a scheduling conflict.
Yeah, apparently. But my favorite part of that actress, Rebecca Hall, is that when she's picking up her kid from school because she has a freak out, that her car is like just parked on the grass. Did you notice?
Yes, I saw that.
I don't remember that.
That is
she's
so
just like
direct route there, but I love it because it's just like Godzilla's just embracing the movie. It's just embracing. Just you're not here for a good story.
Which I will say this, like, this is in the opposite camp of most kaiju movies. The best ones always know how to use monster as metaphor. Here they just they loosely connect like, oh, Kong's searching for a home and my adoptive daughter is searching for her home. But it's like very like, hey, do you want to live underground with all these cave people or do you want to have Facebook?
Yeah.
It's
the rebirth spoiler, which I really don't feel like it should be a spoiler. I think it should be revealed within the trailer. That Mothra does come back. But I'm always going to love Mothra as a character because when you get like real up close, like it's a fucking bug. It's gross, but then when you see it in like full display, it's just gorgeous, and you always know Mothra is gonna kick ass. Like she might not make it out to the end, but you kind of always know that Mothra is gonna be reborn somehow.
It's not the size of the Mothra in the fight; it's the size of the fight in the Mothra.
Sure.
You know, it's interesting you say how they hid that. Again, my finger's not on the pulse of the whole Godzilla history and all that, so I don't know how much of a big deal Mothra coming back was, but like they pulled a Spider-Man No Way Home edit in the trailer because there's a sequence in the trailer where Godzilla and Kong are staying next to each other, like just roaring into the air.
Yeah.
And there's no Mothra there, but in the movie, the exact same scene is there, and Mothra is in between the two of them, like roaring as well. And they deliberately edited that Mothra effect out to not deal with it.
Sometimes, isn't it nice to just be rewarded for going to see a movie and you're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. Instead, we got like, I feel like with the latest at the time of recording, none of us have seen the Deadpool Wolverine, but every trailer they keep revealing some new cameo. Yeah. Like, it's like it's either going to exceed expectations or we're just going to be like, well, all the cameos are in the trailer. Yeah. You know, the X-23 is going to be in there. You know, the original Wolverine or the original Sabretooth actor is in there. We know that Lady Deadpool's in there. What else can you throw at us? Because you keep spoiling it. I know you say, oh, there's more. I'm like, is there? Yeah. Is there really more?
Yeah, because I mean, But when I am watching any Godzilla movie, I already want to have a count of which kaiju are confirmed, what's the probability of X kaiju going to be in here or referenced. Coming from a big fan, I already had that knowledge coming into this. So I kind of thought that Mothra was going to. I knew that Mothra can be reborn, but whether or not Mothra will be reborn in this movie, I would have liked to know that she has a bigger part in this movie than just a cameo, because her role is pretty critical.
She helps.
Yeah.
I will say this, I don't know what the situation is between Legendary and Toho, but I know that they're very stingy on what monsters you can use. I think that's why it was such a big deal with King of the Monsters. It's you got Mothra, we got Rodan, we got King Ghidorah, and so that's why this movie they have to introduce original creations like Scar King and Shamu, and Mini Kong, because
did we get a name for the Mini Kong?
Technically Suko. I think it's Suko.
Okay.
I think. I thought I heard
that sound familiar.
Which I
mean,
say
obviously it's going to be Son of Kong, but kind of like how Grogu is a cute name.
Yeah, it works. You gotta have a cute thing now. I will say this. I don't have kids. I did want to ask you guys, since you're both parents, is that how you play with your children when you're at the park?
Well, is there another way?
Whip them around with the arm.
Yeah.
I fucking cracked up when I saw that, when Kong is beating down the other guys, and he just grabs Suko and starts beating them with him. Why is that little monkey not dead after that?
With that whip of the arm, and I'm yeah, dude, Kong lays down.
The people of this movie who made this movie knew exactly what they were doing. They knew exactly how they wanted to do this.
I did enjoy A-Time Kong and Godzilla had action sequences, but I'm going to give a spoiler for the end, or not. I guess this entire podcast is a spoiler show.
There's spoilers.
But none of the action sequences in this movie top the greatest moment from Godzilla versus Kong, where Godzilla and Kong have to fucking heave-ho Mecha Godzilla through a fucking building like a drunk out of the bar.
Yeah.
That is Martin Scorsese. That is peak cinema right there. For me, movies cannot be topped.
One of the greatest sequences in the MonsterVerse is the tail whip of the Muto in Godzilla 2014. That is the apex of Godzilla moment in this universe.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good moment. I'll give you that, but I can just think of half a dozen. I could think of other ones. I'm sorry.
Oh no, there's lots of others, but that is a scene that I regularly search in YouTube for that scene.
That scene, you can go back to 2014. I mean, I get it because he just smacks it against a building and it's dead.
Oh,
but
dude, it's just fuck.
I'm just thinking the way. For me, I mean, come on, man. I'm going to be basic, but the first atomic breath where he charges up and rips open the female Muto's mouth.
Oh, dude, so sick. I loved it.
The entire movie, you're building up for that.
Oh yeah, that's top moment of the MonsterVerse.
Yeah,
but it is not the top.
I mean, that's you. Like I said, have your
rewatch it again. Rewatch it for the 20th time.
I'm just genuinely surprised. That's what I'll say.
I'm a surprising guy.
There you go.
What else are you gonna learn today?
Apparently, there's also a hollower Earth.
So don't you get it? It's a metaphor. It's hell.
I guess.
Oh, good one. Are you talking about the camouflaged portion?
Well, they.
Where the Scar King lives.
Well, yeah, but like before, it's like subterranean area, unmapped. It's like
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's kind. I'll be honest, I was a little confused at first when Kong was escaping. I was like, is he still in that subterranean area, or is he back in his main area? And I guess he's back in the main area because he's got all his traps, his Kevin McAllister traps set up.
Yeah.
Which
But-
when did he set that up? I mean, we can't be thinking too hard about this movie, but it's,
I didn't put too much thought into it because
He's a big
living
monkey's
down there.
bored. What else are you going to do? Build traps.
Right. People love like doing all that like woodworking stuff. Like they enjoy it. Leave him be.
Kong's got a beard. He's got an axe.
No, but when they got that watching station got the very emergency warning that they're like, oh, here's something we haven't mapped. I was like, guys, like, are you really that excited that like have you mapped every single square inch of the hollow earth that like if something comes up? Like,
have we mapped every square inch of the surface?
Nobody gets a warning when they find an area they haven't mapped. Like,
Conveniently, the other thing I will say, it's like, so to get through the hollow earth, you gotta go through like some sort of like weird ass gravity well.
yeah.
well, obviously.
Play that sick song.
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it's like everyone's freaking out, like, oh my god, my hip, like trying to. Look, I enjoy the actor, but
I would
Brian
love to go on that
Henry,
trip.
but like he's a bit much, and it's like you got the conspiracy podcaster, and somehow he's like, okay, there's a question I have. Maybe I didn't pay attention because I think the beer was maybe hitting me at this time. So were they saying like, okay, these three little like symbols that both the kid was reading and the Monarch's equipment was reading, that's the Hollow Earth people calling out to Godzilla saying, hey, get your ass down here.
Oh.
Or like, hey, there's something bad's happening, so wake up.
So you're actually like trying to like follow the story.
Yeah, I really want to know
because it was just two monkeys fighting, and then this lizard came in, and then this moth came in, and then it just brawled.
Also,
that was the movie right there.
Can I just say I love that Godzilla likes to take his naps in the Coliseum.
Oh, that was so cute.
So much so that at the end of the movie he just goes back to the Coliseum to go back to his
I'm sorry. There's got to be more comfortable places than a bunch of pile of rocks in full sun.
Hey, you know what? Hey, if it works, it works.
No, go find a lush forest to just flatten.
Well, if you're going to pick a stadium, Godzilla, I mean, come on. The NFL's got some of the best stadiums in the world. Have you seen Arrowhead? The place is huge.
I have been to Arrowhead, Kansas City.
Yes, that's right. I've given up on the Bears, so now I'm jumping on for my wife's team.
It's just my work headquarters.
Fair weather fan.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean, I get it, but
well, I will say that whole sequence because I think the director did say he was inspired by watching his cat sitting down. But this also, I also just
looked
watched,
like a cat in a little cat tree or something.
Yeah.
But I also just watched the last couple episodes of House of the Dragon. So that and House of the Dragon confirms my theory that if you want to write a big lizard in a television or Hollywood production, just use cat behavior. Dragons and big lizards, just cats. The personality of cats, which makes sense because Godzilla wants to kill everything in his path. Not too similar.
No,
dissimilar
he
from a
only
cat.
wants to kill things that upset the balance of Mother Nature.
No, he straight
He
up
just he don't give no shits when he stomples over.
yeah.
No, he doesn't because he only cares about balance. And if you get in the way of balance, so be it.
He straight up jacked Tiamat's energy so that way he could turn into Godzilla Rose.
Yeah, dude, like, sorry, guy, but
You
Yeah,
gotta
it's
die.
worth
Could you imagine that Tiamat? He was just like mind his own business, not doing anything.
he's like,
just,
I'm waiting for my movie, getting
like
buffed.
Godzilla's like, yo, bastard, you dead now.
Oh, yeah.
I just got the call from David Zaslav. Tiamat forever.
And here comes Godzilla Batgirling him.
Well, and actually, Gorehound, I do have a question for you, and I want your opinion. As I mentioned, I rewatched Destroy All Monsters after this.
Yeah.
Which, again, if I could have, I should have just gone to YouTube and found all the bits with the monsters in it. Do you think if they had the rights from Toho, they would have called Tiamat Manda? Because that seems like a very similar kaiju from Toho's roster.
I don't know. I kind of thought that Tiamat was just a made-up monster because it was just straight up just filler food.
Yeah.
I don't think that they would have actually wasted a rights on filler fuel.
I still want justice for Anguirus. Get Anguirus into the MonsterVerse.
I really think that it's very likely that we will probably see it in Hollow Earth with the small turtles.
Yeah, are you talking about like the? I know the internet really likes the of all the original monsters they've had to make that are Toho free. I know the internet really likes Doug. That lizard that takes Kong to kill.
Yes.
Like a big chunky lizard. I guess there are like weirdos who, I should say weirdos, but people who own like bearded dragons, and they're like, oh yeah, this is basically just a bearded dragon.
Yeah, because I kind of saw that and I'm like, oh, is that like a hint that Anguirus is gonna be like down here? Like,
nah.
Maybe. I don't really care. But that's what I was saying. Like, I want to see these references. I took that as straight up that he was there.
They gotta pay.
Yep.
They want a reference, they gotta pay.
Gorehound, is Gamera the turtle one?
Yeah, the flying turtle.
Okay, I remember this was like years ago. I don't know if your kid was born yet, but you're like, you gotta watch Gamera. We're going to podcast on Gamera. So I'm like, all right, I'll podcast on Gamera. I'll usually not my thing, but I'm down.
Yeah.
And I went to found a recording of it. It's on YouTube. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna watch this while I fold some laundry and find out what's going on. And the only version I could find when I started watching it wasn't a dub version. It was like subtitled. I'm like, fuck, I gotta watch this.
Okay.
And I watch it, and I'm like, all right, watch it. When do you want a podcast? And they go, I can't this week. I can't next week.
Yeah.
And we never fucking did it. So I watched that movie in vain. You tricked me.
Yeah, you saw a fantastic movie where he goes, and he just spins and flies.
I don't remember anything about the movie other than like kids got like, I think it's happened. Kids got in like a submarine and got trapped down in the water or something. Is that what happened in that one? I don't remember.
I haven't been on the Godzilla universe in a few years. Twin Peaks has really been on my mind.
I apologize. I had to go get a prop for the next question. Nick, which Gamera movie was it? I got the 11.
I don't
the 11
fucking
film.
remember.
I got this from like Barnes and Noble. The
Yeah.
11 movie set. Gamera Legacy.
I'm guessing it was maybe the first one.
Gamera the Giant Monster.
Could
We
have been. I don't
sacrifice
remember.
all quality for quantity in this one.
Yeah, I got. I think he only.
Is Gamera a good guy or a bad guy?
He's a friend of children.
Yeah.
He doesn't answer my question.
I don't
He's
know
a friend of
where
children,
he
Nick.
exists. Like, what is he the protector of? If
Protector of
Godzilla is the protector of Earth. Actually, I don't even know if Godzilla is the protector of Earth. I think that he restores balance on Earth.
See, I know that's what the movies say. Godzilla should just be the biggest asshole on the planet. And fortunately for us, there happens to be bigger assholes that really just want to kill us directly. Godzilla just wants to kill us indirectly. That's the best way to write Godzilla, is like...
That's one opinion.
But like Godzilla, I think about like Godzilla 2000, where like, man,
that's one I haven't seen.
You haven't seen Godzilla 2000?
No. Not yet.
Oh, it's great. It came out right after the TriStar movie. But yeah, that's essentially, well, not essentially the plot, but I mean, Godzilla's the big bad, and then there's an alien that shows up, and then the alien tries to copy Godzilla. That becomes the character of Guy. No, that's not Gigan. It was something else. I remember it was in the Destroy All Monsters video game, which I've been trying to find for like years now. But it's like $90 on eBay, which is like one of those things. Like if I go back in time to like the early 2000s, be like, save this, young Charles, don't lose it. Now, I don't know where I was going. I kind of blacked out for a second. So the next movie in this MonsterVerse, it's got to be aliens, right? Because I mean,
Sorry.
Well,
every other Godzilla plot from the Showa era always had like aliens involved somehow.
Isn't King Ghidorah technically considered an alien?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the whole plot twist in King of the Monsters. He's like, oh, he's not the true alpha. He's an invasive species, and somehow, Earth seemed to be going fine without the giant monsters for a long ass time. I don't know what now makes it important.
Right.
According to the comic books, it was the Titan Shimo that actually froze King Ghidorah in the ice in the Arctic. And this made up
good
bullshit.
for him.
Her, actually. She's a female monster.
Right, yes. Yeah, we saw that the Scar King has enslaved the little Godzilla, the ice Godzilla, frozen Godzilla, that's smaller, and also somehow we know that it's a girl.
Yeah.
Shimu.
Shamu. I will say I appreciate Scar King is not like they're trying to do like he's trying to defend his people or this that. No, he's just a straight up fucking asshole.
Right.
Yeah,
we don't need motive here. Like, just
why
he's
is
a bad guy.
Well, here's the other thing. Like, okay, they're in Scar King and his evil apes are in the hollow Earth, right? But
I thought it was just the Hollow Earth and
Hollow Earth 2.0.
I do remember that.
You gotta go deeper.
Right.
There's another Russian doll. All right.
Yeah, that was pretty weird.
That
doesn't really have any explanation.
No.
Other than we needed another title on here.
Yeah. But like, why they gotta live in the volcanic hellscape? Like,
I don't know what they were doing down there.
There's jungle and other stuff. I mean, if the whole place was like that, that's one thing. But like, he clearly chose to set up this kingdom in this lava area just for aesthetics.
The impression I got was that Godzilla and Mothra forced them down there.
Yes.
To Hollow Earth.
Below Hollow Earth.
Below Hollow Earth. Oh, but yeah, there is because those did that tribe live in the super duper Hollow Earth as well?
The tribe lived in the Hollow Earth with camouflage.
Yeah.
Okay, but they weren't at the same level that King Scar was in, right?
I don't think. Now, I did not really think about it, but I really thought that Scar King was just in the Hollow Earth, and that Kong was truly expanding more and more and more to the point.
Visual aids are helpful. The top of my phone is the surface world. Top of my hand is Hollow Earth. And then Scar King was like where my thumb is. All right?
Yeah.
So that's
right, so it's still Hollow Earth.
It's still Hollow Earth, but it's like an under the ground version of Hollow Earth that was sealed off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't know
we might
why
just
they
be talking at the same topic.
Yeah. I still don't know if they have a giant ice dragon, like, blast a hole through the roof. Like, I really don't know what's holding you back. And how old is Scar King? If this happened like in ancient times where they had to like carve a prophecy of like an Iwi from Skull Island, which did we call it? Did the Iwi just happen to call it Skull Island? I thought that's what everyone else called it, but I guess whatever. But like, Kong visibly ages.
No, because I
like-
think it looks like a skull, so you would presumably
I guess,
call it a skull.
I guess everybody just comes to the same conclusion. But regardless, my question is this the same Scar King that Godzilla put down deeper in the earth like thousands of years ago? And if so, but we see that Kong ages like from 1970 to like modern day, he's like clearly older. How is this like the line of Scar Kings? Like there's been several different giant orange monkeys.
Cause
So
I think
Kong's
thinking about
too far.
descendants would have put him down there.
I think I'm thinking. My brain hurts.
Right, because Kong is still relatively young.
I guess I don't know how.
I know I remember in Skull Island it was said that he was young
Right.
and that he was still growing. So we don't know how long Kong could actually live for. We know Godzilla through hibernation can live for like millions of years.
Yeah, Godzilla's a god. He will never die.
Yeah. I do have another fun fact because I've researched a lot. I shouldn't say research, but just a lot of the channels I watched talked about this movie. Apparently, Suko, according to the official biography, is the same size that Kong was in Kong Skull Island. So literally, according to it's about Suko's about 100 feet tall. I guess that's how tall Kong was in Skull Island. So basically, Kong is picking up a younger version of himself from the 70s and bashing other apes with it.
Okay.
I don't know how that makes any sense, biologically, because he looks about the same.
Yeah.
I'm trying. Let's see. Yeah, Kong in Skull Island is 104 feet. Let's see. How tall is Kong in Godzilla X Kong?
Hey guys, I got
355
a bit.
Oh, no, you're okay. I can still hear you loud and clear.
No, I have to sign off in a bit.
Oh man, okay.
All right. Well, let's get back to the actual movie instead of so we could kind of wrap some of this up because we've gone on so many different tangents here. Listen, at the end of the day, this movie is not about the plot. This movie is not about deep stuff. This is about a giant monkey and a giant lizard wailing on another monkey and another lizard. And because I think you put in a text very succinctly that the last 30 minutes of this movie is pure cinema.
Oh, absolutely. It was brilliant. The moment Kong gets that fucking power glove, the movie
and he juices up. They give a look, his eyes are all right.
Yeah. Yeah, the conclusion of this movie is nonstop action, and it is so fun.
It's great. He has to go to Egypt to trick Godzilla into bringing his ass down to Hollow Earth.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love when Godzilla's going at him, and Kong's like, "Whoa, dude, wait! I'm just here to talk."
Right, it's a little bit silly, but at the same time, you guys don't know how to. You guys have never had a conversation before. You guys are the worst at communication.
Mothra
Godzilla
has to be
just
the mediator.
roars at everything.
If we're going with our original idea from the beginning of this episode of the next film is going to be a love story between Kong and Godzilla, Mothra could be the marriage counselor.
No, wait. The next story will be Godzilla tries to date. Kong tries to date Godzilla's daughter. Hijinks ensue.
I ain't have no daughter of mine dating no monkey. I don't know why Godzilla's got a Godzilla-sized shotgun, but he does.
He does.
And a southern accent.
No, but seriously, how do you think that they are going to move the series forward? I think that they are never going to draw Kong, despite nobody really caring about Kong.
Everyone cares about Kong.
We all just want to see Godzilla. I don't know why they keep on pushing.
Because Kong's a stud.
No, he has.
I'm
he
right. I'm gonna mute you.
He can show human emotion, and so it's a way to connect with the audience. But okay.
King Kong has been an institution longer than Godzilla, and these things are working. So that's why they keep bringing Kong back.
Like the Iwi girl can still stay in the movie because now she's in a relationship with Mothra. We don't really need Kong. They're just gonna grow up this other monkey, and it's just like we need the focus to be on Godzilla.
Well, Gorehound, we're going to talk ideas for another movie in this franchise. Got it right here. It's going to be Destroy All Monsters 2. Aliens are going to come in. They're going to send Gigan down to like assassinate the Alpha Titans to soften up the Earth. So Kong and Godzilla got to work together. They got to
rally their friends.
You know, that could be a good entry point for that Rim movie.
Pacific Rim.
Yeah, because then we could be like, yeah, we can bring Kong into space, so like you guys can battle on
the moon.
Oh,
you know?
Fuck yeah! There we
maybe
go.
Maybe do like an asteroid belt sequence where you guys are like jamming off of rocks.
And Kong has a fucking laser gun.
You know, and then they do like the Han Solo, like Godzilla's like hiding behind a rock, and then he's just like, bam, jumps out.
Kong, you can have Godzilla going. Give him some titles. I know there's a couple of old Godzilla movies where he talks.
Yeah.
I know there was at least one or two, but like you have Godzilla be like, I'm getting too old for this shit.
Harumph.
The big reveal in Destroy All Monsters 2 is the humans create Jet Jaguar or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think of other mechs that are in the Godzilla franchise.
I don't think we'll ever see Jet Jaguar. I just think it's too silly. It would probably be like a comic book that like Tyrese is reading or something.
I can see that. But are there any other mechs or that the humans could come up with? I guess they could rebuild Mech Godzilla and make him look like Kiru, the one from the Millennium era.
I don't know I'm not going to get on to my thoughts on Mecha Godzilla at this point.
I mean, they've sort of wrapped up there. He's like, oh, he's a weapon of humanity, but he also goes evil. So it's like, all right, well, either we can't really go back to that.
Yeah. But
can't have him built around the bones of the original Godzilla.
Real quick, Gorehound, final thoughts on Godzilla X Kong.
It was exactly what I wanted it to be. It was a little bit more than I wanted it to be. Like, I love that they really dropped a lot of the human elements. I did miss Millie Bobby Brown. I think that she actually did tie a lot of things together. We could still see her in the future because, she didn't really leave. She just wasn't in this one.
She was busy counting her damsel money.
Yeah, right. I've been wanting to see that one. But I loved it. I don't know how it would really compare against the previous one. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I think you should too.
Final thoughts?
I would say I'm disappointed in the Rio de Janeiro fight. They didn't take the giant Jesus statue and bash one of the other monkeys.
Could you imagine if they did that?
No.
That's pretty badass.
The last.
And Kong just takes the thing. Hey, Godzilla, have some religion. Is this your god?
Or like Jesus like breaks out and like squares up and be like, game on. No, I would say a vast majority of the movie I was kind of like disconnected. Like I had to really try to not be on my phone. Like that's always a bad sign.
But because there's no story to follow.
Yeah.
It takes about an hour before the Scar King shows up.
And when we're following this Rebecca Hall, she's just not really selling it. She doesn't really care. She's just moving the story forward. The Iwi girl was great. I'm loving her arc. It's pretty predictable, but
it works.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Dan Stevens. Brian Tyrese Henry, I think, verges on like being. He's very much a throwback character, like 90s action movies where you got that annoying asshole who's like tied up with the main characters. Like, why is this guy here?
Yeah.
But yeah, last 30 minutes are great. I still think Godzilla versus Kong is probably, if I had to pick which one I want to watch again, I'd probably watch that because, again, it features a scene of Godzilla and Kong heat-hoving Mechagodzilla through a building. And I think that's fantastic.
And the battleship
that's great.
Were so well played.
I think it had a better. I think here's why I love that movie more. The trailer for that movie was great. I watched that on repeat. Like whoever did the editing for that should have gotten like a raise, an Oscar, something because that trailer is fire.
Yeah.
Just watch it. That gets you. If that doesn't give you hype for the movie, I don't know what will.
Right. It really is. It delivers in the movie. Like you see the trailer and you're like, okay. You're like, in the movie, yeah, they do actually do that and more.
And here's the other thing with that trailer. I think there's maybe like one shot of Mechagodzilla from like a reflection or something like that. But otherwise, unless you have no idea that Mechagodzilla's in that movie. It's strictly here's Godzilla, here's Kong. They're punching each other on a battleship. Then it looks like they're fighting each other in Hong Kong. It's great. But yeah, I probably am not going to. I'll watch the clips of the big lizard and the big monkey fighting each other in Zero G.
Especially with the audio sequences, because those were really well played. Yeah. But like, I'm never going to look up like when Mothra gets reborn again. Because, like, that's cool and all, and it plays into the story, but, like...
Who cares?
Right. You're the definition of a supporting character right now.
I will say this. One quick aside. Gorehound, did you get a little happy when you heard the original, like, Mothra sounds that they always have? Those, like, squeaks and chirps that she always has?
Yeah. No, like, because going into the movie, I was like, I'm pretty sure Mothra's going to have some part... But then when, like, she really had a much bigger part, I was like, that's even cooler.
I love Mothra.
Coming into this with what I already knew as a fanboy, like, I wish that maybe I just didn't do enough research.
Thought you were a fan.
Yeah.
Just to give my quick wrap-up thoughts here, I agree with a lot of everything you guys are saying. I thought it was a lot of fun. The last 30 minutes are great. I'm a Kong fan.
I want to say it's more than the last 30, like.
Well, however long that last
45 minutes.
It was long.
The last 30 minutes takes the movie from a 6 out of 10 to a 10 out of 10.
I'm a Kong fan. I like what they did with him in this movie. Everything just kind of worked for me. It's not a good movie, but damn, is it so much fun. So. Yeah, I would recommend this if you want to just have a good old fun time, crack a couple of beers or whatever, and just enjoy it for what it is. So.
But don't forget to watch the previous ones.
Yep.
You don't need to. You can, but like this is like these films. It's not like the Avengers where I don't know what this is. I gotta go back and watch. I have homework I need to do. You could watch each of these individually and know exactly.
I would find it disrespectful because we need to know, like, what's the relationship between Godzilla and Kong? Like, are they friends? Are they not?
Counterpoint. No, you don't.
Where's Kurt Russell?
Yeah.
In all this. That's what I want to know.
Where's Poochie?
That was very significant within the universe to have a moment where Godzilla was the king of the monsters, and that is why he is in charge of everything. I found it very important to know.
I just figure he's got the biggest balls of them all, and just like, look, y'all gotta bow down to me.
Okay, well, I think we can go on 100 more minutes with tangents and whatever. So it's good we kind of put a pin in all this. So Gorehound, cuz, thanks for joining on this time. We're talking about Godzilla X Kong. It's been a blast. It's been a radioactive breath blast. Did that work? I don't know.
It's atomic breath, Nick.
Atomic breath. I don't.
Yeah.
You know what? You're a atomic breath. Take
Brush
that.
your teeth, Godzilla.
Actually, it's called.
I know, right? Maybe he should go see the dentist.
Actually, it's just called halitosis.
Thanks for everyone who's listening, and we'll catch you next time when we talk Twilight. Have a good time, everyone.
Yay.
Good night. Good time. Good night. Give it all good. Bye. You've been listening to the all-new Culture Cast. Follow us on X. Drop us a line at nick.culturecast@gmail.com. We can't promise we'll read it. Theme music by Dana Vodovaz. Check out their work on YouTube at Vodovaz Music Productions. This has been a Saltwater production. Thanks for listening. Very nice. Very nice.
That's awful. Come on. It's so easy to do. You have to do very nice. I like.